Right, let's see. I guess we on. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you in. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer, and technically, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I help people in identifying different aspects of who they are and how to put those together. Pretty much, it's the idea of mind, body, and soul, meaning you putting the body together so that it comes together with the mind, and that's also the definition of what being healed is all about. You know, most likely, even if you were to look at it from an anxiety perspective, because, this is a mental institution, believe it or not, right? You only become sane by being in alignment with who you are. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you fake. You don't know who you are. And this is also relevant because that's going to be the topic of what we're going to be talking about tonight. But anyway, so I help you to put yourself together to become in alignment with the person that you are, and and that's pretty much it. And the way I do that, again, by giving you making you aware, because that's what the fucking the occult does. When you're talking about the occult, they're talking about hidden knowledge, but not really, hidden in a sense is being kept away from you, but it's the type of knowledge you have to dig into it. It's not the surface level type of knowledge. Because now you are learning and trying to understand, okay, you have a conscious mind, but these are not physical things, so those are hidden. Then your emotions, the wounded child, your shadow self. So all of that is pretty much, what the occult does is giving you, in other words, the reality is they giving you a better understanding of who you are right now. Not who you are to become, but who you already are. So therefore, when we're talking about spirituality, the occult and all that shit, it's nothing but your story. And let's just say if you don't want to go that far, well, let's just say it is the story of the spirit. So again, spirituality is the tool that I use that allows me to pretty much help people to put themselves together and to become in alignment with the person that they are. Anyway, but if you're coming back, you already know I'm already going in, baby. So I hope you should open your plate. You know what I'm saying? My mouth is hurting me by now. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep saying that shit, baby. I want you to, to show up and you know what's up, man. The minute you see this face here, this beauty, recognize it for what it is, baby. Welcome back. Always a pleasure having you. You already know. Happy Friday, niggas. Y'all already know. Let's get into it. So, pretty much now that you know who I am, what I do, and how I do it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's technically what I was telling you. Or, that's what I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I had my ways of saying my shit, but technically that's what I was telling you. Get your own way, motherfucker. Anyway, so technically, right? So now that we pretty much talked about, what I do, what what I'm saying, we're gonna break some bread now, right? So now what we're gonna be talking about, you understanding what you definitely in for one, right? You're in for a good one. But anyway, so now that you know what I do, how I do it by using spirituality, what I do pretty much by helping you to get yourself together, right? And the mind, body, and soul statement is a fully loaded statement because what that's really telling you, it's, the harmony, yin and the yang. It's all the same shit. It's ma'at, it's balance, it's harmony. Well, how do you balance yourself down here? Meaning you become sane. But all of that, you got to be conscious to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why spirituality, it's nothing but your humanity. Because the self-mastery that is required of you, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, to master yourself is to master your life. It's to be a better human being, man. You know how to use your emotions appropriately. You know what I'm saying? You ain't faking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing none of that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's that, and also that's your visibility too. That's your looks. That's your looks, and that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it more on the visibility side, but it's all the same shit. Your looks, your visibility, how you being perceived, how you are radiating. You know, that's what we're gonna be talking about. But anyway, shit, nigga, I'm wild. Ugh. All right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just gotta get ready, baby. So, check it out, right? So now, the topic of what we're gonna be talking about tonight is how to be fully visible, right? But if you kind of like picked up on everything that I was talking about, that visibility is truly your essence. Another way of saying that is it's the spirit at this point that has been made flesh. It could be said so many different ways, but at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. That's the name of the game. That's why you're here. You know, that's why a lot of our ancestors, they created a lot of manuals, gave us proof, symbols, and all that shit. That because they already did it, because of what they did, because they did it, meaning we did it too. You know, because they opened up the door. I mean, just like any other door, nigga, you got to walk into it. You know what I'm saying? That's why the knowledge he died for you, but you just got to accept it. But you accepting it by becoming him, though, by putting your own work, by knowing who you are. However, the blueprints are there. The evidence are there. You know what I'm saying? In other words, I'm giving you, this is you taking the test. You have all the answers, nigga. But you still got to take the test, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, how you apply yourself, now that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But you got the answers to all the questions. You know, and that's what, you know, books like the Kabbalion is doing for you, giving you those laws, those principles. And whenever they're talking about laws, what they're truly talking about is certain codes. It's the keys. They're giving you keys to certain doors, to certain understanding, to reach a higher state of consciousness. The whole Kabbalion, you know, pretty much is helping you how to be a better human being, bro. Believe it or not. Even if you were to say the side effect of that, you'd be a good-looking human being, brother. And that's why we have to embrace both parts, right? That's why we understand the true balance is for you to become 100% spirit. It's for you to become spiritual. And as you become spiritual automatically, which is your sanity, you know what I'm saying? You know who you are, the body's going to fall. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is nothing. You know what I'm saying? The rest is history, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll play itself out. But anyway, now, when we're talking about full visibility, you know, ironically, a lot of us, we are seeking for that visibility. But yet, you want to be seen, but you're not showing yourself. We all want to be seen. Or some of us are just also being, but either way, you know what I'm saying? In my case, I just radiate. But for that light to keep shining, I got to be in alignment with me. So that's why I always show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, I'm always on 100%, baby. the minute I wake up, I hit the ground, nigga. We 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I'm up, nigga. We ain't playing. What we doing? But truly, what I'm also trying to say here is that, and the irony, you know, in that is that when you see people who are faking, they are seeking visibility. They want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? They want to be seen. But the way they're doing it, it's just, you know, and that's what makes it, well, not necessarily the way they do it. It's like, how do you want to be seen, you hiding yourself? And that's what a lot of toxic people do. Because you got to understand. That's why if you walk in the light, you have to understand, you know what I'm saying, the darkness. You have to understand what is your shadow. But most importantly, you got to be in touch with your own shadows. That's why you'll see, you know, these masters, they always got to face what? Their own fears, man. You got to meet your shadow. In other words, that's you coming together. That's just you becoming one with yourself. And that's when, at that point, you become the ascended master. So therefore, if you truly walk in the light, you got to walk both sides. And believe me, I do, nigga. Shit. They think, you know what I'm saying? You in the darkness, you don't even understand the darkness. And that's what makes it even worse. You see what I'm saying? That's why they always tell people to ask questions, to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's why you should always ask questions. You know, the act of asking questions is just, it's not just the question itself, but you want to know, you're investing in you. Like, what's going on here? Do you see what I'm saying? This is you, like, this is the spirit in you seeking greater power, greater understanding. You might even try to wake up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to say something. But anyway, so the crazy thing about that type of visibility, because here's what happens, right? And that's why you got to have compassion. And as a spiritual healer, I have to deal with these things. How else would I help you to put yourself together? You know, it's a must that you acknowledge your wounded child. And then when we're talking about that, we're talking about the very first, because, you know, it's easy. Like, a lot of that shit happens at the time, like, you know, as a baby. Now you're growing, right? That's why if you were never felt loved, you're not going to love nobody else because you were never loved. People who were never loved cannot love other people because they don't know what that is like. That's a very fucking different arena for them. Do you see what I'm saying? So they know automatically, you know, how to hide who they are. Because they were not loved, they were not appreciated. If you're making your kids feel like they're fucking stupid and shit, that shit goes a long way. It's a small word, but especially at a very young age, you tend to adapt with what's being said to you, to identify yourself with it quicker, because your mind is not strong enough, so you're going to hold on to that shit. So when you said the motherfucker's stupid early, the motherfuckers feel like you're stupid. Well, here's shit. You know what I'm saying? It's already downloaded down here. So his reality, his perception is going to be based on that. Until you get to know the truth, which is who you are. There's no limitation to you. You are beautiful. You are knowledge. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, to get back to that shadow self at a very young age, when that shit happens, because you got to understand how energy are being created. No, not created, I'm sorry. How emotions are being created. Because emotions are energies, right? And how they are coming together. And when they do come together, and there's intelligence in it. That's why your key to fucking learning is truly your emotion. You're gonna learn the most when you tap in. Most of us learn through our fucking emotions. That's why the intellect, man, he's got to take a back seat, baby. I mean, it's very needed too. I don't want you to put it like, fuck it. No, that shit's got to be sharp too. Otherwise, how would you have a good understanding, or how would you translate the message that's coming from your emotion? So that's why when a lot of people got burnt, that's the message they got through their fucking emotions. They don't want to touch it again. I had a bad experience, dog. I'm not doing that. So a lot of people, especially after disappointment at a very young age, they don't want to come out. They can't come out. And these are, of course, weak people, but I'm also breaking down the modern day what people are calling haters. Because this is all spirit here. This is how the spirit expresses itself. And that's why energy never lies. You cannot, that's how a psychic is able to read you. Like for me, I could read a motherfucker because your energy don't lie. You may lie. You know what I'm saying? You never see a motherfucker who's tired and the nigga tell you, yo, man, I'm feeling great, man. Then you look at him, yeah, sure. Of course, yeah. You're great. Well, why don't you just take a break? You know what I'm saying? I know you're feeling great, you know what I'm saying? Go get greater, all right? Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see that type of emotion, when you understand it, like, it's like the person's word has means nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you gonna tell me you're not tired and I could clearly see your emotion is all fucked up? Do you understand what I'm saying? Energy do not lie, man. But again, that energy that's being projected out of you, that is also the spirit expressing itself. And that energy is coming out. Now, when you have a psychic now, I know how to pick up on that frequency. I'm open to it. Well, your boy's radiating out here. Well, that's part of what consciousness is about too. And that's what makes me cosmic in so many words. Again, the words got to be made flesh. Your spirituality got to be shown and got to be known too. The minute you step in. And you know it too. Like, you could see certain people, you like, yo, man, this motherfucker's cool as fuck, man. Just like you could see a motherfucker's vibe, you're like, this nigga's bullshit. So, again, I'm showing you so many different things. Now, the complexity in us too. And that's why we are all energy. We are spirit in the human form. There's nothing outside of that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, you Jesus. It's you. Well, that part of it, you have to wake up to it. And that's the beauty when niggas are talking about reincarnation, when you got to come back and do it over again. Right? So we're talking about learning here, becoming yourself, like that, you know what I'm saying? It's, having a better experience. Someone who's down here uplifting, you know what I'm saying, the collective consciousness, that you're doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? Now you become the spirit ambassador. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for the divine, baby. But you got to know who you are. But anyway, let's get back, because I want to break it down to you and I'm going to show you how a hater hates too. And that's how you're going to have compassion. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're a hater yourself, maybe this may help you to come out of your shell. Because energy never lies. The person, let's just say, who is hiding, they know they are ugly in the inside. So nobody's going to like me. Right? For who they are, because they're ugly. So what do? For the people to like them, because the spirit's got to be seen either way. You cannot block the energy. Who you are, if you block it on this side, it's going to come out on that side. Well, that's what a nigga who's being triggered is. It's some repressed energy you have inside of you. You think you got it in control, but you do not. And you so much do not or don't have it under control when a situation happens anytime. It's going to be the same results. You're always going to go off. Do you understand what I'm saying? And me as a spiritual healer, that's what I deal with. That's why I could see it. And that's the part of you I'm helping you to put together. You know what I'm saying? That's your awareness. You got to be on some God shit. I got to turn it up on you now for a second. We got to turn up. It's a natural progression, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're still in balance, nigga. It's harmony, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was watching I knew Eddie Murphy. Akbar, the bitch. Akbar. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So, now what you have is that person, it becomes sneaky because when you're not being yourself, you got to put on a mask. That's why these people, they could act like somebody else. They don't want to be who they are because who they are is fucking ugly. But all of that started at a very young age. That's the wounded child you got to come to. Be like, yo, we good, man. It's not what we think it was. You know what I'm saying? So think about it, because a lot of these people are weak people. If you crawling, you learning how to walk. If you were to fall down and you stop getting up, you would never learn how to walk. The only reason why anybody's walking right now, that's because they fell so many different times, nigga. But most importantly, they kept going at it. That's why you have to learn learn how to love with a broken heart. You keep going. You learn from the experience. And now you have a positive outlook on things. So because, you know, when I always tell people, man, like there's a toxic positivity you need to stay away from. The niggas who always perfect, nigga, you mean to tell me you have no mistakes to talk about? That's somebody who have not grown. Because when you have grown or you live through life, nigga, you got stories. Shit, I got you all day, nigga. Nigga, I got story to tell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie would say, yo, bring some weed. We're going to get down, nigga. I got a lot to talk about. So you know my kids, my grandkids, I'm going to stick it to them. Nigga, shit, I'm ready for these niggas already. So what are we truly talking about here, man? Again, our essence, who we are, you know, as spirit, but most importantly is to understand how it's being manifested in the 3D. That's why, you know what I'm saying, you have to embrace your body as well, because when you embrace your body, that's how you become one, because your body at this point It's nothing but a fucking extension of your subconscious mind. That's why I'll give you a perfect example. Like a lot of people sometimes, when you see somebody who's fat, it's more than just these motherfuckers eating bullshit. This is for the, it's mental. Why do we say a strong mind, a strong body? I'm trying to explain this shit to you using the lamest terms here to show you the direct connection that has between your body and yourself. But most importantly, if you understand that we are spirit, there's a lot more involved, even when you look at somebody who's fat. If you look at the culture, like those fat people, for the most part, some of them have a certain personality. They checked out. They don't want to hang out with the crowds. They don't worry about other people. Or maybe because they got rejected, disappointments. Again, your pain determines your life. You have a lot of people who actually got older, but they have not grown. They just age. A lot of people are aged. That's why you could see somebody in their high 30s or mid 40s, 50s, or just these niggas just have a number, but they still acting like kids. Because the only way for you to truly grow, you have to challenge yourself. That's some grown-up shit, man. Like, in other words, when you fall, you gotta get up. Do you see what I'm saying? So life, it's all about keep getting up, pretty much. Yeah, keep getting up, baby. Keep going. And at the same time, what have you learned? And those lessons, that's what makes you a grown up. That's how you're growing up. A lot of people, they have not necessarily faced their fear, or even they have not healed that wounded child. So therefore, that's why you have a lot of people, they just have numbers, man. There's a bunch of numbers out there, man, but there's nothing else in it. And of course, like, you know what I'm saying, there's some shit, I mean, you're not entirely stupid, but for the most part you are. And no one is entirely stupid anyway. But when we're talking about being conscious or being bright, you know, we're saying there's a certain level of consciousness that you need. A certain amount of understanding, light, consciousness, realization. Numbers have grown up. You know what I'm saying? You know, however you want to dissect it. It requires greater consciousness. So becoming the Christ is to attain the highest state of consciousness. That's where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? That's your goal. That's how you become the living mind. But anyway, now let's get back to that person, you know what I'm saying, who's hiding who they are, who felt like they're ugly. These people are the shapeshifters, the chameleons. Like, they take on different personality as long as it fits, and then they'll just do it. That's why they always pay attention to you. Nigga, I get better by the second. Which side do you want? The closer you look, the more you won't see, nigga. So again, what are we truly talking about here? This is all spiritual, brother. I'm just trying to get you to see not just the science, but seeing through the veil of flesh here. You're dealing with spirit. What's taking place, that wounded child, how protective that person, I like to call it, you know what I'm saying, now they build a Trump wall. And I'm going to tell you why I call it that way. Because the wall that they built, they making other people pay for it. That's a Trump wall, niggas. So way before Trump, that wall existed. That's why I wasn't even phased when that nigga was talking about the wall. I'm saying? Nigga, you just picking, nigga, you late. Those are your haters. What you calling haters. Because I'm getting ahead of myself. Again, this is all referring to the visibility here. And I'm trying to show you why it's important for you to walk not only both sides as well as the dark and the light. In fact, the light is in the dark. Meaning you have to understand the ignorance. To master the light is to master the darkness at the same time. How do you want it? You know what I'm saying? In other words, it's those two coming together. It's your physical and the non-physical. I mean, you could break it down like however, however you dissect it, even to a molecule, you'll see masculine and feminine always together. That's why they say it's the foundation, the foundation pretty much of this fucking, it's ma'at. And that's the type of spirituality African niggas talk about. We call the sun our brothers. You relate with everything. That's a different type of consciousness. Now you have transcended the physical reality. When you don't transcend it, that's when you separate it. That's why when you separate it, you're falling short. Meaning you don't have a broader perspective. You only see half of what you're looking at. You're looking at, oh shit, like, how did you miss the other part? It all comes together. That's the beauty of mind, body, and soul. But anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. So, understand, right? So they have that Trump wall making you pay for it. That's why some people like be saying, how come women, think about this, and I was listening to a brother talking about it, and I'm like, oh shit, you gotta look beyond the veil. So they tell you a woman would treat somebody they don't love very well, very kind, because that person, they have control over that person. Not because they love them, but because they control them. So now the person that they truly love, because they have that wall, they don't want to be hurt again. They're being triggered. It's protection. That's why you'll see, you know what I'm saying, a woman would treat somebody they really love bad and would treat better, but that's because they weak. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? For me, nigga, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's your problem, not mine. And I'm not making anybody's problem my problem, nigga. So we got to do something. We have to expose a lot of motherfuckers. But most importantly, we got to bring the light out of the darkness. That's what I'm truly saying by exposing shit. Right? So now that they have to build that wall, right? So they can't really love you either. Because for you to love somebody, you got to give them you. These people move by control. It's who they can control. That's why you'll see, and when you understand that, then that is the foundation of our culture. That's why motherfuckers don't love. That's why whoever the hardest motherfucker is, you know what I'm saying? Who's the toughest, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a complete, like, lost. Like, you totally lost at that point. And you done built a whole toxic reality with a bunch of fucking monsters. Literally. Monsters, animals, that's what's being promoted at this point, and that's what's normal for you. A nigga would tell you, like, can love pay my bills? Like, what the fuck? Can you? And that's their ways of pretty much minimizing love. You know what I'm saying? Like if it has no currency value, I guess. But I mean, how stupid are you? Can air pay your bills? In fact, if you ain't breathing, motherfuckers, fuck them bills. Shit, I know some motherfuckers who wanna die right now. Nah, nigga, you gonna go through that shit, nigga. Oh, you gonna get. It's just the beginning. You fuck with the wrong one, nigga. You know what I mean? Oh no, 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 no. You know, energy do not lie. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when you understand that and it's being translated in so many different ways, that's when people now are telling you about somebody's postures. Well, mudra, we understand that in Buddhism, you know, a certain way you put your hands, you know, you're communicating with the energy. Again, using what? Your body. When they telling you you raising the kundalini, what the fuck are you doing? That's in the back of your spine. That's got to go up and all that shit. I got some shit on that for y'all niggas too. But the chakras is such a, to me, it's very simple, but it is, you know, once you get it, it's very simple. But you know, but for you to attain that level of consciousness, you know what I'm saying, you may have to picture those colors. You know what I'm saying? You may have to start there. It's okay. But these are all life lessons. To truly raise your consciousness, your kundalini is like, yo, it's not just, I mean, it takes place in your physical self as well. But there's also a fucking, a spiritual consciousness that is shifting in you too. In fact, that's pretty much what it is, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's you opening up your inner vision. Now you start to see beyond the veil now. I got you. Come on, man. That's what we do. That's why we're giving sights to the blinds. So let's talk about it. Now we're saying, you know, these people can never love anybody. That's a lot of your haters. Right? So, and why is that important for you to understand? Because a lot of us are surrounded by all of them. What you calling your zombies and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's, you know, when you're talking about the lost sheeps, you know what I'm saying? Like, even people, like, because they can't give who they are, those are the selfish people. They are shift shifting. Now, the visibility that they're looking for, that's when they gotta have the beautiful cars. Or if they don't have it, they're gonna act like they have it. Because now you gotta somehow trying to replace that void inside of you. And since you're worshiping creatures, then you're gonna look for more things on the outside. Because you have to fulfill like the energy, like the truth is the truth, man. That's why it's either your shadow self is in control of you or you're in control of your shadow self. And pretty much being in control of your shadow self, it's you flowing with your shadow self. That's like, yeah, nigga, we won. You know what I'm saying? Let's put our head together. Because in the previous example, you're not working with yourself. You are suppressing yourself. These are the people now. They got to become people pleaser. And they have multiple personalities too. So it's like at this point, since I know myself is ugly and I have nothing to offer, that's why they always play victims to everything. Yeah, I couldn't do nothing, man. Even if I did this, it was gonna be that. So I did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I did nothing, man. This is why I did nothing. Because I know if I were to do this, if I were to do that, it wasn't gonna work, man. They lying to themselves. They believe the lie. And that's why a lot of these people are more dangerous to themselves. And if they are that dangerous to themselves, they will kill you. How can you be so harsh on yourself, man? They got the Trump wall. But yet now the way they're looking to be visible to other people is by external shit. That's what you have by people, but your true visibility, you got to become vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You got to bleed, baby. So, and that's the irony in it. Because they want to be seen, but they don't want to bring themselves out. That's how they become sneaky. They gotta sneak. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have people that are hoes at night. They go fuck niggas, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Hey, good morning. How are you? I went to church, and then they go to church the next day. You know what I'm saying? And of course they don't curse, they don't say certain words and all that shit. That's why I always tell niggas, man, if you can't tell me how much you change, well, nigga, you're not educated. You may age. I mean, it's a natural process anyway. You know what I'm saying? Those are numbers, bro. I mean, we're going through the cycles. But have you grown up though? And that's another reason too. We have to understand our culture. We're living the fucking adolescent culture. Niggas don't want to be old at all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas will tell you, niggas who are grown up, I'm still trying to figure out, man, what I'm going to do when I grow up, man. Dope. How about being you? You know what I'm saying? How about growth, nigga? But the growth comes with challenges. That's why we all need pain. When you start looking at pain from that perspective, then you start looking at life like a whole fucking gym, nigga. That's why the niggas tell you, yo, man, you want to be successful, man? Yo, man, like, you got to really want that shit, bro. That's what these niggas are telling you. But if you become that, you understand, listen, man, the only way for me to learn how to walk as a child, I got to keep getting up, man. That's why when the baby falls, you applaud. Yeah! Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Get him to change his pain. You know what I'm saying? So somewhere along the line, nobody was cheering for you. You got your feelings hurt. Then at that point, you become paralyzed. You became weak. You hiding yourself. You throwing stone, you hiding yourself. After you throw the stone now, let me see where is it happening? You fake. And that's for the general consciousness. That's what you're dealing with on your regular day-to-day basis. Again, spirituality is your humanity. You understand what I'm saying? That's why these people, they want you to be as bad as they are. Because now you making them look bad. If you telling me I used to be like you, but now I'm better than you, like shit. How's making you look ugly? That's pretty much the whole thing when you hearing a lot of rappers are dying in their fucking cities. You know what I'm saying? In their own fucking towns and shit. That's just the way it goes. That's what you're gonna be dealing with, because you're dealing with shadow self. You're dealing with, even when you get in a relationship with somebody, you are really dating, you know what I'm saying, their dad, their moms. That's truly what you're dealing with. That's why, again, even when your relationship, it's more than dick and pussy, my nigga. Because you are more than dick and pussy. It is more than dick and pussy because you are more than dick and pussy. So who the fuck are you? You have the power to manifest your life. Well, nigga, who the fuck are you? If you can change your mind, then you change your reality. Then, nigga, who the fuck are you? So if you don't understand spirituality as your humanity, that's where the confusion is. That's where your whole issue is. That's your problem right there, dog. That's it right there. That's that. Yeah, that's it right there. Mm-hmm. That's why true consciousness, seeing beyond the veil, sets you free. Meaning, even when you're looking at a magic, and a nigga, I already know, man. It's fine. You coming to earth, nigga, I already know, man. I'm not. Yeah, that's fine, man. That's why the true spiritual, when you become, you're not concerned with death anymore. Even your conception, your concept of what death and life is, automatically you become immortal. That's why we tell other people, man, guess what, nigga? Like, you're gonna reincarnate. You're truly telling the nigga, you fucking immortal. Or you'll say things like, we are energy, and energy never dies. Oh, wow. And what does that really say about you? So the living mind is you. So I'm showing you when you're not in touch with yourself, but most importantly, how to truly be visible, you have to open yourself up. You have to learn how to love with a broken heart and keep going. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm showing you the psychological actions that are taking place when people are being triggered, when people are being jealous, or people are being envy. That's the mystery of it. It's a little child who was disappointed in life, who's afraid of who they are, or who knows that they are ugly. So now I will step on anybody's toes. Now I already know I'm ugly, like they're playing dirty. Those are the sneaky ones, the fake ones. When you say somebody's fake, that's why they play games and they losing at their own games. Because this nigga's faking. They're playing a losing hand. You know what I'm saying? When you see, like, even, like, when a bitch, let's just say you trap a nigga. You trap yourself. First of all, it's not going to benefit you at all. In no way in form, but you don't know it, though. Because you're not looking to benefit, well, your divine qualities anyway. But either way, even materially, it's not going to benefit you at all. Yo, anybody you trap, sooner or later, that shit's going to break off, nigga. Sooner or later. That's why you'll see a lot of motherfuckers like that got together. They had both have masks, and then after a year or 2 years deep into the relationship, when the fucking mask is off, that's it. That's all you're gonna get. And then within that process now, kids are already born, or they may set you up with a fucking kid too. Either way, doesn't matter. It's the same results. You're making it harder on you. You know what I'm saying? Because being a single parent, man, yo, that shit is hard on you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's hard on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, let's just say if the nigga's not around. Then you trap a nigga. Let's just think about this. You trap a motherfucker, the nigga's not around. Then, you know what I'm saying, the baby seat is you. You got to wake up early. You got to do this. You got to do that. No wonder why you hit this motherfucker. All you had to do was be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you played game. He's out. Now you got more responsibility. Like you're making stupid choices. Like you guys keep throwing the stone and it's dropping on top of your head and you're looking around like, who the fuck did that? And then you throw another rock. But who the fuck did that? Dumb shit. That's really what stupidity is. You know what I'm saying? And sanity. You do the same shit, you're expecting a different result. You know what I'm saying? Like a stupid motherfucker. But all of that, I'm also showing you how it could be said in different ways. That's why the true spiritual master too, that's why you have compassion, you understand. I'm just showing you the different layers in it. Because for me, I look at it from an energetic perspective. So I know what's taking place. When a motherfucker's wearing a Gucci shirt or fucking Versace, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Yo, and feel proud about it. In other words, if they don't wear that, they're not who they are. They're looking to, you know what I'm saying, to fill that void. Because at this point, it's not inside of them. And those are your fakers. Those are your haters. That's why you'll see they would love you as long as you're not better than them. Because automatically by you better than them, you are reflecting, you're becoming a mirror. You're showing them, hey man, it's you, dog. They don't want to see that. That's why they don't take accountability. Now you may call that person as being in denial, but it's truly a spiritual shit underneath it all. And that's the mystery of what, you know what I'm saying, of what I'm trying to well, that's the irony in the mystery of what I was talking about. And you, because you're true, now when you become conscious, your true visibility, to truly be visible, is for you to know who you are. That now you standing in your own light. Has nothing to do with pleasing other people. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why those are two different paths, man. Once you start walking on your path, naked, you know what I'm saying? And you can't, that's why you don't worry about gossip anyway. That's why for me, how can I give a fuck if I'm walking my path? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I have never seen, it's funny, who was saying, like, what you eat, don't make me shit. Go ahead, put something in your mouth. Eat it. Let me see if I'm shitting. Or if I do shit, it's not going to have your food in it. Why would I give a fuck about you? But now, you have to understand what I'm saying too. I'm saying this on that level. But on the other level, that's why they tell you to do what? Find friends that are better than you. Because they will raise your frequency. Do you see what I'm saying? And so what does that mean? How does that mean translate into how the spirit is expressing itself? Because you are expanding. You are embracing yourself a lot more by working on your inner vision. I mean, I'm just showing you too, like it works both ways. It's not necessarily about the fact when I was saying why should I give a fuck about you. Anyway, that's a whole different level. I don't think I need to break it down for you guys. But just know it means what it means on that level. Do you see what I'm saying? Because obviously, you know what I'm saying. How can I say this? It's like it's also all about the community too. But I can only benefit you by me benefiting myself. That's the whole idea of a fucking artist. The artist has to work on his art and has to be passionate about his own art, and that way he can please you. That nigga gotta fall in love with his art and being able to express his art, which is himself, his individuality. Let's a band. When you have a band, it's it's individual that makes a band. But that music gotta come together. But everybody gotta do their part though. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, and that's the difference between being codependent and interdependent. You don't want to be codependent. You want to be interdependent. That's why I could tell, for me personally, when I hear somebody says, you know what, once you know yourself, you know what I'm saying, when you love yourself, you don't need nobody else. I could tell you where you are in your growth. Because the elders wouldn't say that. In fact, I wouldn't even say that either. Well, I am a member of the elders. You know what I'm saying? I need you. I want you. However, you got to worth it, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't cast your pearls before swine. It ain't that you don't cast your pearls, but you don't do it before swines. We all need one another. Now, you don't need a toxic motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to help you. How is that helping you if you're not toxic? If I'm not toxic, you're toxic. How are you helping me? You got nothing for me. Nothing at all. And that's what the whole is quality over quantity comes in. If you're not using you, how good are you? The fuck? So again, it's important for you to understand the science of darkness. And those are the people when you have your haters. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now they understand, you know what I'm saying, for them to be visible, that's why they put on a mask. They got to put on a mask. When I put my mask, that's when people love me. I'm gonna make the people love me. And that's exactly what they do. That's why they play the games. That's why they being sneaky, because they don't know how to be who they are. and it's being reflected. Now you calling that person, he's a fake, that nigga's fake, man. But what you need to understand about that nigga that's fake, it's more than a nigga that's fake. You're dealing with spirit here. You dealing with someone who's putting themselves, you know what I'm saying, who's acting like a victim. But most importantly, that victim mentality, a lot of the times, not to say all the time, it comes from those early disappointments. And because of some bullshit disappointment a child may go through, that shit may last a fucking lifetime. And in fact, you know what I'm saying, or fucking may last your entire life, even the next. When you reincarnate. I'm saying, come on now. It's not what it seems. That's why these people are faking. And the minute you're around them, you're getting better, they gotta kill you. They gotta handle you. Because now they are being exposed by you. You're being critical to them. Because they have the Trump wall. And again, if we're going back to that example, a bitch would treat a nigga that she doesn't like better than a nigga that he loves. And then now you would hear people saying that. They're like, what the fuck? These people are crazy. Yes, to a certain point. But do you understand what's taking place in that craziness, though? It's easier to criticize them. I mean, shit, I'll say the same shit, too. But that's why I have compassion for them. But that compassion comes with a state of understanding. Because I know what's taking place. I could see beyond the veil. I could read energy. Your energy don't lie. My psychic ability derives from understanding with me being in alignment with myself. So it benefit me more to be me. So therefore, there's nobody that's going to stop me from being me because it benefit me more. It's like, put it this way. I suck my dick, I get $1 million. I suck your dicks, I get $1. Whose dick are you going to be sucking? I got it. I'm going to suck my own dick. Because when I suck my dick, it gives me $1 million. And if I were to suck your dick, I get $1? What's $1 to $1 million? That's a big gap. I mean, shit, I don't even know you can even compare the two. Well, that's what it's like to be conscious. That's why one ripe mango worth more than 1 million mango, motherfucker. That's what they're trying to tell you. It's good to have 2 friends, but it's a real motherfuckers than having 100 friends. They mean nothing, bro. Shit. Shit, what's $1 million? You know, Jay-Z had that line, what is it? What's 50,000? Whatever, some shit he was saying. You know what I'm saying? A nigga, please remind me. It was in niggas in Paris. Nigga, please tell me what's 50,000 or some shit. Nigga, please remind me. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, it's like nigga talking. If you're talking to me about a quarter, nigga, please remind me. Shit, I'm 1,000 there, nigga. What a fucking, you know what I'm saying, quarter to me, nigga. Nothing. And I'm being humble. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even mention $100. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm humble for the rumble, baby. It means nothing. So it benefits me more not to be certain people's friends, man. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would I want to fuck with you? When fucking with me is better, way better. But again, and this is also another reason why, too, I'm able to bring this message out to help you out. So it's all about the community. However, you have to embrace yourself first. Because just like if we're using that band example, you got to master the fucking instrument that you're playing. Because the better you are at it, you could go along with the other guys. And guess what? Somewhere in the middle, you know what I'm saying, you can even bring out a solo or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You could add a little flavor now. You know what I'm saying? You can add flavors now. You know what I'm saying? Because you done master yourself. You ain't going out of order. You just adding to it. Ow. Ow, baby. We adding to shit. What are we talking about? You feel me? What are we talking about? And again, this is all mental. That's why personally I call Earth a mental institution. The only way for you to be sane, your sanity, is your spirituality. That's why your spirit got to be made flesh. That's how you truly become civilized. You respect other people. You respect other people's feeling. You understand where they're coming from. Guess what? And you don't even debate with niggas either. How am I going to debate with somebody when I understand? Listen, man, it's like I can't teach calculus to my son who's 4 years old, man. And there's no debate there, bro. I mean, I understand how you feel. Okay. Hey. It doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting yourself, but the truth is the truth. So a lot of these fake friends, or what you call them fake people, they truly looking for visibility. Their fakeness, when you call them fake, is that the visibility that they're seeking for is not the real shit. They want to shine, but they don't understand a true star. You know what I'm saying? It's not a star that follows other people. It's just being. But because in their position, they suppress who they are, or they look at themselves as being ugly, and that's why the motherfuckers will hate on you. So you're dealing more with just some physical shit, or a lot of the times we talk about it, but we don't understand the underlying, what's taking place underneath it all. That's where the occult comes in. I'm trying to help you to be conscious of these things. And I'm doing some, listen, man, I gotta expose it. I'm exposing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm displaying the bullshit. And that's gonna come with hate too. It has come with hate. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Doing better than ever, baby. So again, what are we truly talking about here? You know what I'm saying? And that's that irony in it for me. It's like I'm doing the same thing that you're doing, but we're doing it differently. I'm being myself and I'm being seen. Not to be seen, I'm being myself and I'm being seen. And now you looking to be seen. Not understanding, you know what I'm saying, me being seen, it's just me being myself. That's me sucking my own dick. That's me getting my $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my $1 million, nigga. Every time. You know what I'm saying? Every motherfucking time. I have a few millions. Because I've been on this nigga dick what, nigga? That's my dick. You know what I'm saying? When I have that perfect union with this nigga, I'm like, nigga, that's my dick. You ain't going nowhere, nigga. We ain't pausing this shit either. You know what I'm saying? And no pause here, man. You have to embrace who you are in its fucking entirety. Your flaws, your listen, man. This is for the elders, man. You know what I'm saying? The understanding is different. The talk is different. The reality is different. And the true idea of, you know what I'm saying, embracing everybody, even when they're not on your level. And that's what Jesus would tell you too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, how the fuck this nigga said that shit? Like, if you, no, and I mean, if this is it. If you love your friends, you don't love your enemies. Everybody does that. But to truly love your enemy, that's just something else. You know what I'm saying? And again, not love, I'm talking about compassion. Oh no, like, listen, you getting your karma, nigga. Like for me, it's like, nah, nigga, nah, you paying. Oh yeah, nah, that's no doubt. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Because that's the law. You gotta listen. You gotta reap what you sow. Had nothing to do with me. I'm just watching. You know what I'm saying? Wow, she did what? He did who? And they did where? Oh shit. This shit is a big movie for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. That's how you playing yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, what you're calling the fake people, they are playing that. They are pretty much playing themselves. You know what I'm saying? By wearing that mask, they doing the most. Well, they have to compensate for a lack of originality, their true essence. And unfortunately, they had to repress that side of them after being disappointed. See, when you're talking to your kids, telling this motherfucker is ugly, and when all that shit's taking place, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to understand, even to raise a kid, you raising a star, you raising spirit. How is that message being communicated? Do you see what I'm saying? This shit, the complexity of that shit, like you dealing with spirit, bro. That's why life cannot be cut dry as people would like it to. That's why when you talk about common sense is not common. It's not cut and dry, nigga. You're dealing with spirit. That's why, like, the true spiritual masters, they understand. I'm not here to show you my knowledge, nigga. I already know for myself. And the great Dr. Lila Africa, when that nigga transitioned, because I was doing my transitioning at the same time, nigga give me that thing, that little push that I needed. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the credentials. He signed off on the papers, man. He said, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I had to be gone before you step in, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? You got my blessing, King. You go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because he already him giving me the blessings was me learning about from him. Oh, those are the blessings, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come get your medicine. I'm not fucking around at all. We know exactly what we're doing here, man. No, we here. I was gonna say no lie, but you already know. We here. You know what I'm saying? So that little boost was about, you know, again, that's why you don't talk to people, you don't show your knowledge. You talk to them where they are. It's not about what you know. It's who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? I know for me, I could be dumb with shit. With a dumb nigga, I could sound dumb like a motherfucking dog. I'm cool with that. You know? Mm. And I'm not saying being dumb in the sense of, let's just say nigga do some dumb shit and I'm gonna reply to you. Nah. We're not going there. That's not what me being dumb is me. I'm playing dead. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I don't argue with you. I play dead. That's a nigga lying to you. You're like, okay, the fuck? I know you lying. Like, I'm gonna prove you lying. Wait, you want me to prove you lying, nigga? You must be lying. You must be lying. I don't give a fuck. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Not after. That's why. That's what knowing the truth set you free. You know what I'm saying? You are not going to be impressed, and that's what the Prestige also was showing you. After you, if you're a magician, you don't show your tricks. The minute you do, the trick means nothing. Meaning, when you know the truth, what you gonna tell me? All right, let me see how far you go. So for me, having adopted that type of personality, right? You know what I'm saying? So niggas think I'm dumb. So I play dead. Amongst the dead, you gotta play dead. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the true wisdom, because now it's not about showing off your knowledge, but it's about you coping who you talking to, man. You moving funny. I know you're smart, but baby, what's going on? You know what what's happening here, man? I mean, it looks like you're disrupting shit a little bit more than, actually helping out. And that's what you see, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the whole thing with the whole alpha shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas taking that shit way like, goddamn, I got it. You didn't have no dick, now you got one. Whoo! Well, talk your shit, nigga. All I'm saying is I see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when you show off your dick, that's why, you know what I'm saying, the nigga who's confident. People who are confident knows how to take rejection. It's always people who are not confident of who they are. They cannot take rejection because they are losing. Can you imagine you protecting your losing self, and then somehow you're doing your best to get that person out, and then something else happened? Somebody tell no. You're like, oh no, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You throwing hands. Yeah, you triggered. I got you. I was like, you got it bad. You know what I'm saying? So this is a circus to me. Because I could see how people are being triggered, like the theatrics that's taking place out there. And I'm looking at it. Wow. They did what? Damn. You jealous of somebody that much, bro? You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn. They crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wow. And then, you know, can you imagine somebody who's crazy? You know that person's crazy, and they tell you, I love you. It's like, think about somebody who's walking on the streets, right? They're walking on the streets, butt naked. You know what I'm saying? They're going crazy, throwing stones and doing all that shit. And that person, hey, I love you. Like, oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying this to say, because all of that means, I'm using the lamest term. Nigga, all right, first of all, let me say this, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's get down. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga, I say nigga shit, right? But I'm trying to understand. I'm giving you the science of pretty much what a hater is. But most importantly, the spirit behind it. What's taking place on the inside that you don't know, you're not aware of. So a lot of times you always say, "Oh, women are low, have low self-esteem." That is true. Well, most of them. Let's just stick to what I'm talking about here, because I know some sexists might be looking at this nigga. And first of all, I'm a nigga, so I'm gonna speak from that perspective, nigga. But anyway, it could go both ways, right? Bitches, niggas, however whichever fits for you, right? But get the point of what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie said, East Coast, West Coast, niggas need to learn, though. You know what I'm saying? They both gotta learn. And of course, as me being a nigga, but anyway. It's funny I'm even talking about this, because you know why I'm even saying this? Because there was a bitch who was watching my shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to cater to her emotion. Oh, that's how you feel? Okay. And then she was saying, "Oh, you're a sexist." I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess why you saying this." Okay. I mean, not only that was the part that she got, but most importantly, it's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not modifying my shit for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just, how can I say this? I'm fucking you over better. There's no other way to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's just another way of me telling you I really don't give a fuck. But I don't have to say that. I'm a classic man. I'm a classic man. So let me cater to your emotions, right? I am not a sexist. It could go either way, right? You like that? Do I sound better? But anyway, it's all connected, right? When you understand, what I'm saying? That's why certain people, like, I don't need to have a spiritual conversation with you. For what? I'm saying, what's going on outside? Niggas are bam, 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 like, god damn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, god damn, dog. Niggas are bang. Niggas are wilding. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these niggas will tell you, and that's what they tell you in the art of war, no matter where you go. It ain't really necessarily a type of a war, but I can understand where that comes from, because there's conflict. So in wars, we're talking about conflict. So pretty much, what I'm saying, the competition, all this, I see where they're coming from. But once you are in alignment, you know what I'm saying, like, you just understand. It's no war, it's not a fight. I understand. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not fighting my son. For instance, let me just say, if this nigga, I know calculus, this nigga's 4 years old. I'm not fighting this motherfucker by not giving them or telling them about calculus. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not fucking him over. You're just not ready for that. And that's what was taking place in our mystery school. Like, some motherfuckers will not allow you to get in there. Not because we hate you, just not there, bro. It ain't no hate. Listen, man, like, you don't have the credentials. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for loving me, though. You're like, thank you for loving me. I'll take it all day. Yeah. Love is love. So lovingly, you know what I'm saying? This is not for you, dog. This is not meant for you. You gotta get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man. Let's just say you wear fucking size 9. If the shoe is 6, I mean, you want me to be? How can you be mad at that? You'll be mad at the fact that, oh, they don't have a 9. Shit. All right. I'm gonna go somewhere else to get that 9. Hey, hey, 6. You good? I need the 9. There's no way I'm gonna fit a fucking 6 in my head when I wear a 9, nigga. It's gonna hurt my toes. You gonna hurt my toes, nigga. No, you just don't fit. It's not for you. And that's how, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the mystery school is based out of that type of understanding. The love and compassion. And that's why even us, we learn, like, you know, it's okay. Like, that's why the nigga will tell you, yo, man, what's wrong with fucking rejection, man? There's nothing wrong with it. Not to me. I don't expect everybody to love me. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck would everybody love you, dog? When everybody's on different journey, on different frequency. It's not gonna happen, bro. To expect everybody to like you? That's crazy. Let's just start there. That's crazy in itself. Because there's no way you're gonna be in your right. So that means, in other words, your visibility to truly be like, you're not looking for, I mean, you are radiating. That's why the reward of spirituality is spirituality itself. I stand in my own light. Not being stubborn or selfish or stupid, but because I have discovered the light, I know what that light is. And if you got something to bring to me, nigga, that's what the bright one's always done. That's why the true spiritualists, we embrace all culture, all different, like, namaste, nigga, gay, shit. Bring that shit in. What else? You know what I'm saying? The body of Christ, open your mouth. Bring that shit in. What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? It's Akbar. Bring that shit in there. Bring Akbar in here. If you truly understand what that is and what that shit's all about, they're all talking about the same shit, just different languages. But when you're in tune, you're in tune. When you know, you know. Doesn't matter how it's being delivered, how it's being said. That's why the true, like, spiritualists embrace fucking all the occult. I fuck with voodoo, I fuck with masonry, I fuck with all that shit. Shalom, nigga. El Shaddai. Oh, tap. What else? Make my day, motherfucker. You talking about me. And you talking about you too. But I said me because I know what the talk is about. But you wouldn't say you because, hey, if you don't know, you don't know. But that's part of you knowing yourself. That's the consciousness, self-realization. How else would you knowing the truth will set you free? Setting you free from what? There has to be limitations or limited concept. That's what the shit is really all about. That's why the name of the game is for you to be conscious, to find that self-realization, to be visible, not trying to be visible, but you gotta be visible because you are who you are. You are radiating. Your being, that's why life has got to be active. The word's got to be made flesh. You know what I'm saying? The knower and the known has to become one. In other words, you got to become the knowledge that you're talking about. Or the aim. Right? Like they say, the aim and the shooter got to become one. No matter, like, the motherfucker know how to shoot, like, they'll tell you to lose yourself, like, find yourself. That's the idea. Losing yourself to find yourself. God damn it! This is not. It's. So, your true visibility has to be you. Meaning, if it's gonna be you, you gotta be vulnerable, baby. Oh, you gotta bleed. How else would it not be you? That's why you have to learn how to love with an open heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's where also your intellect is very important. You going back and healing that wounded child, it simply means now you having a better understanding. You are acknowledging, you are shifting that energy from a painful energy to a learning experience. You're changing the labels. You becoming the handyman, taking care of what's taking place in your house. Super Mario, nigga. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Stay in your house, nigga. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You need that princess, which is your subconscious mind, nigga. Or the creative, the knowledge aspect of you. But all of that, I'm saying all of that to say, so you always got to, you know what I'm saying, save the princess. What princess are we talking about? But anyway. Nigga, you know what I'm an 80s baby, you know what I mean? You feel me? So now, let's talk about it. Healing that wounded child pretty much is your true, that's your true access to your true visibility. Because what's happening is here, by me talking about, you know, truly being visible, it's because, you know what I'm saying, what you're calling a hater or a fake one, whatever, however you want to label it, they want to have that shine, that radiance that you have. And what you have, which is what I'm truly saying is, which is what they have too. But they had put that on the side due to fucking disappointment. Early witnesses that they have in life, disappointment, could be, I don't know, uncle that fuck you, or whatever the fuck your situation is. That's why you'll see, you know, in behind a great, no. That's when you'll see, like when you're talking about a toxic family, there's always going to be some shit that is buried in that family that you don't know. It's in the darkness. First of all, there's no love within that family to begin with. You know what I'm saying? That's why, nigga, I have witnessed my mom, my own mother. No wonder why this bitch used to whoop my ass, right? Being frustrated with my daughter, who's like, at that time was 4 years old. She's 9 now. I'm seeing how my mom is struggling. Then, I started picking up on a lot of shit. I'm like, God damn, that's why she used to whoop my ass. Because if you like in the mid-60s, you're struggling with a 4-year-old, can you imagine it when you were younger? That's why I used to get my ass whooped all the time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, that shit's making sense to me. I'm seeing her spirit, what's not being shown. She didn't have that kind of love. And by the way, just so you guys know, that's truly the difference. I was listening to Omari and he was saying some shit. Well, fuck that nigga for a second. That's my dog, though. When I say fuck him, not in a bad way. Shit, Beyonce, we all see that shit on TV, right? There's a documentary, their mom were supporting them. Nigga, when you come from a dysfunctional family, nigga, your mom don't support you, dog. Nigga, what? You gonna do what, nigga? This nigga think he better than us. You know what I'm saying? But when you within that family, you don't know that it's toxic. Nigga, ain't no shame in my game. That's the type of environment, you know what I'm saying, that I came from. That's why I tell niggas I earn my stripes, man. I'll make it look beautiful, but hey, I've seen beauty in me. You know what I'm saying? I can apologize, but I choose not to. And I may even apologize, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not gonna be sincere. Shit, nigga. There you go. I'm giving you a fake apology, nigga. I'll apologize. How do you want it? At least I told you about it. So you know what that means? I'll tell you the truth, nigga. See, I'm very dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I could say no in different ways. You know what I'm saying? You can shape shift, so can I. Cause I walk the darkness too, nigga. But you didn't know that though. That's why a true spiritual master, you have to walk both the light and the darkness. It's imperative. And you're not gonna reach that. After Jesus died, what the fuck happened? He went to the fucking abyss. It was only after he rose from the dead, he became the Christ, nigga. So, nigga, I know all about the deads, nigga. You think this is, nigga, in my room alone, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say I got a lot of people that I fuck with. A lot of motherfuckers I fuck. Let me rephrase. That fuck with me. And that's the truth. Listen, I'm something God enjoys. They enjoy me. You know why? Because I listen. Listen, when you fucking with spirit, though, you know what I'm saying, how you moving, they're going to support you. When they see integrity in you, spirit fuck with that. Because, listen, there's nothing else. There's nothing outside of integrity. That's the highest. When you in that frequency, how the fuck would they not love it? Because now you fucking with them. You on their frequency. You got their intention. Come on, man. I know these niggas love me. And not even that. Like, there's a lot of shit I can't speak of yet. Told me, yeah, listen. Hold your tongue, Haitian nigga. I'm like, okay, hey, no problem, man. We're moving out here like the blind men reading the scripture. Anyway, I think I'm being too much. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty, man. And even cracking down those codes, you understanding now, me looking at reality on a whole different aspect. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love too. Because I opened up myself. My transformation. Because I understood, like, you know what, this is more on a personal note, and I'm gonna stop it there, right? I remember I was kicking some games with my daughter. And I was telling her, yo, I'm thanking you for what you done for me. Like, Dad, what? They were like, what? What? That exchange, because you know, because I got to build that, because I know who I'm putting it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna skip that part. But when you understand, you know what I'm saying, that's how you know how to talk to people. I talk to niggas soul. So when I was telling her what she did, this is me talking to another aspect of her. And as she's building herself, she's pinning, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, they tell you, you know, you would have these niggas speaking a different language at an early age because they could grasp that shit faster. Even if they don't understand it, but it's going to grow in them. Nigga, the great farmers know how to throw his seeds, man. Oh, I'm working these niggas out. But most importantly, they work me out too. Now, on the real shit, that's how I know these niggas, man, I'm not worried about them. They gods. Like, you know, oh, they came through me. I'll take accountability for it. But the type of God that I'm talking about, and I'm saying by because of me, because I know these niggas are going to be on a whole different level. Because I have created that world. Like, I remember, like, that's why my connection with my son is on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? This nigga give me his name. You know what I'm saying? When this nigga was ready to come down, nigga said, yo, man, nigga, what's up, man? I gotta come down. I'm like, yo, nigga, relax. Nigga was on me. You know what I'm saying? And shit, this nigga, we all went out, right, to eat and shit. This nigga, yo, Dad, I want pizza. I'm like, yo, you want to try anything else? Like, Dad, I want pizza. I'm like, okay, well, pizza it is. Now, the pizza came, like, well, you asked for pizza. Are you going to eat the pizza? No. I'm like, okay, so why did you order the pizza? Because I wanted pizza. But you wanted pizza. The pizza's here. You're not going to eat it. Yeah. And then, are you going to eat it later? Nigga say, yeah. That's why I wanted the pizza, Daddy. It's almost like I'm not keeping up to that nigga. And that's the beauty of it. And I'm like, because, you know, nigga, I'm dancing with that nigga, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. Then now we're done eating. Nigga got a box. He got his box. And then, okay, you want me to carry that for you? Nah, man, I got it. I'm like, damn, nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the beauty of that, though, and me being able to see that other thing in them, you know, and since we had already had that relationship before, too, you know what I'm saying? Again, you know, it's also leading me to understand, listen, man, we're working out here. There's a lot of other shit that I cannot share with you yet. But you're going to get this one, though. Like, yo, they are highly protected. You feel me? Like, now the protection part is like, I'm saying this to say, it's like how amazed I am. Because those gifts, there's certain gifts you have, man. Like, it's like, I even said that shit to my daughter, man. Like, here's the shit I was telling her how much, you know what I'm saying, she taught me a lot. I'm like, what? Nigga, shit, you taught me not to give up. She's like, how did I do that? I never really talked to you about that. Well, you know, when you were learning how to walk, you kept on walking. You fell down and kept on doing, you kept doing it, and now I'm looking at you walking. That's what you taught me. And, oh. But you gotta understand, she's getting it on a whole different level, just too, though. Because really what I'm telling her to is like, nothing is impossible, nigga. But you got to know how to say that to her. Well, that's when your parental skills comes in. But you can't, like, yo, you got to develop yourself first. Right? You can't give what you don't have. That's why you'll see a lot of parents, they were like for me, I don't want them to be no fucking doctors, no lawyers. Nigga, you're going to be you. I was me. And I showed you what being me is all about. And they love it. They bought into it. All right, I'll tell you what. All right. Let's just say they don't love it. They bought into it. Hey, I think I guess somehow I got you, huh? Well, you beat that, nigga. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you see. Now, when I was talking about the Beyonce shit, her mom could have easily said, nah, I don't want you to fucking sing. What the fuck is that shit? Hey, listen, I want you to go to school. Like, we got a business. Because I was watching the documentary, right? So, apparently they had a beauty salon. So, you know that bitch was getting a little bit of money. And then, at one point, then they invested in her. Come on, this is the part that nobody's talking about. You invest, you give your everything in your kids? I'm looking at that shit. That's just luxury to me, nigga. Cause I shit, nigga. Like, like my mom supporting me in what? Nigga, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna be out of shit, nigga. Ain't no shit in my game, nigga. Yo, so after high school, I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I love philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Political science. Yo, around, that was the prime. And it's funny to me now. But at that point, it was just, I was going through that, you know what I'm saying? What am I going to do type of shit. Like, yeah, there's no more games, dog. What you going to do? That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? I was doing some heavy duty thinking. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should be a lawyer. Now with my mom, yo, ma, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I realized that I could put ideas together. I can, you know what I'm saying, be persuasive. At that time, I'm thinking, maybe, I knew I was a genius. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how much of a genius, I'm just saying. At that time, I'm like, okay, so I could do this. Let me talk to mommy and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to check that validation, right? So, nigga told me, like, what? You gonna be a lawyer, nigga? Shit. First of all, you a fucking immigrant, nigga. Like, what? I'm like, well, okay, whoa. Okay, yeah, I know that. You ain't gotta remind me, nigga. That bitch telling me some white people shit. Like, how so? Nigga, think about it. Now, anyway, I mean, it was, the process that I was going through, but think about it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, even if I were to become a fucking immigration lawyer, yo, even Haiti in itself, I'm Haitian, nigga, right? The amount of cases that they have, those niggas are eating deliciously. Like, when I say deliciously, I'm just saying, like, they're eating, like, you know what I'm saying, like, shit, I don't know, man, like, very good. You know what I'm saying? They have their clients, different cases, nigga. Well, I mean, then it got translated me becoming a fucking accountant. But, I'm saying that to say, now, I guess I'm saying I understand the numbers now. But her shit wasn't really. Nigga told me, you know what I'm saying, you better go become a nurse, nigga. I'm like, God damn. Now, think about it. I felt there was something didn't work. Like, I mean, although, listen, man, I came from motherfucking Haiti, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of unfortunate moms, or they're doing some bullshit. They always want to push their kids to do like things that they have not done before. Sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what their job is, they'll do their hardest to put their kids in some of the best schools, right? And now my mom's telling me this is some white people shit. It's like, nigga, like, so there was a disconnection there. There had to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for the sake, let's just say I didn't get a job, But for the sake of you, even let's just say you being fake, you like saying, yeah, my son is a lawyer, dog. Yeah, my son's a lawyer. You know what? I put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I got the nigga to the States. Well, not through her, but whatever the fuck. Right? I got a nigga to the state, and that nigga's a lawyer. I did this, nigga. None of that shit. Nah, nigga. You fucking up my shine, nigga. What? You can't do that. What is that? You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see too when a lot of those rappers they go back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people you grow up with, you know what I'm saying, that didn't have the opportunity that you have, or even if you've been working hard in your craft, because you got to understand they are playing victims. When they're playing victims, meaning they're not looking at your work. That's why you'll see, you know what I'm saying, like even Kanye West, nigga, like I was watching this nigga documentary. This nigga was not even, it took this nigga long time to start making money, man. This nigga, a lot of people knew how talented it was, but for some reason, this nigga couldn't blow up. Obviously, when I watched the documentary, according to what they were saying, because he was doing something new, he was rapping and producing. Generally speaking, it's either you're a producer or you're a rapper, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You want to argue that shit? That's not what I was looking at. I was looking at a motherfucker who was truly talented, but who could not eat. Who was fucking limited because he was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, a culture in so many words. Like, can you imagine how frustrating that could be too? That's like saying, Kanye West didn't put in work, nigga. Even when I listened to Jamie Foxx talking about the whole song that they had together and how that song was created. Like, this nigga had a whole vision. This nigga, like, knew what the fuck he was doing. He had to believe in himself. And he was not getting the results of what he wanted. At that time, that nigga just kept going. Come on. Yeah, that's the shit I'm looking at. That's how I can decipher these niggas. That's how I tap into these niggas. I could see, okay, I see what you're doing, nigga. And that's how I study the game tapes. That's how I could tap into Muhammad Ali. Respect, nigga. You gonna salir déjà, shit. It's nothing but love, king. You know what I'm saying? Those niggas were my fucking heroes. Eddie Murphy, another nigga too. I admire that nigga. You hear me? That nigga's on a whole different levels for me. You know what I'm saying? He was the only nigga in a lot of his movies who would include all type of different niggas. Boomerang, you have your French, you have niggas, you have all type of niggas. This nigga was making a statement. I fucking nigga, you good. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself coming from Haiti. That's what we do. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's when, I see a couple of brothers who don't really know history. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to, and I love Eddie Griffin. He was talking some shit about black people never went out to seek for other black people. But he was talking about African niggas. But if you know your history, nigga, like if you go to Haiti, man, automatically you become you free, nigga. Not just that, Haiti went to other islands. That's why Venezuela, or Venezuela, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, like these niggas held Haitians on high regard, man. Brazil, all these niggas. Because it wasn't just us. We went in other places, you know what I'm saying, fucking with other niggas. Like, nah, nigga, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be free too, nigga. So the whole idea, again, based on European perspective, niggas don't love niggas. That's not fucking true, man. That shit is shit. What? How come niggas don't love niggas, man? Yo, Jay-Z got the craziest line, and I love that shit, man. Yo, how come we all look the same, we can get along, nigga? I don't know if that's how he said it, but that's how I remember it. Because to me, he was just telling me, nigga, we all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would I not love Eddie Murphy, nigga? Not just Eddie Murphy, whoever the fuck else. It doesn't work. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? But this nigga in particular, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? He was the only nigga I felt like, God damn, this nigga background was different. Who maintained his integrity too. Never compromises shit. This nigga was doing some shit with Michael Jackson. He almost loved himself. Like, oh shit, that nigga pick himself right up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's when he goes like, because I think Mike was just went like, oh, can you fix this? And then everybody went like, nah, nigga, I almost, nigga, get the fuck out of here. And all these niggas too, because Mike was big, nigga. Because so, even for Eddie Murphy in so many ways too, he was making a statement. Because you got, Michael Jackson was huge, nigga. So when these niggas came around that time, and then Michael Jackson's doing his thing like Michael Jackson does, because Michael, do you niggas know who the fuck Michael Jackson is? But anyway. But I'm trying to say this to say, these niggas didn't give a fuck about that, nigga. You getting your shine, I appreciate it. This is me, nigga. Like, whenever, like, I almost did this, you know, I guess it was trying to adjust his mic, whatever the fuck the shit is. And nah, man, fuck that shit. Like, I was like, nigga, please. Then Mike went and fixed his shit. This is how I studied the game tapes, nigga. I'm like, oh, shit. And that's how they look at me, too. But that's on the whole thing. Come on, man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's that way, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't become a star. You are a star. The aspect of you becoming that, that's you're ignorant. You aligning yourself with it. It's rediscovering that you're a star, but a star never, a star always shines, baby. That's why you'll see, even, shit for me. That's why I'm telling you, man, I heal niggas even when I didn't know who I was. I was still healed, giving blessings. Because it's the fucking energy. All I did, I just woke up to it. I know who to it is. I mean, shit, nigga. We're going to stop it there, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to say too much. You know what I'm saying? But as what we're talking about, the visibility, you know what I'm saying, the acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying, versus the radiance. And ironically, too, us Haitian niggas, man, that's how we greet each other. Not boule. We're talking about energy, man. Now, if you're going to translate that shit word by word, we're telling you we're burning. But burning of what? Burning from what? Because niggas speak in slangs. Come on, niggas. That's what we do. If you don't believe me, well, you know, you could watch these niggas over here, because they're me. I'm them. You don't believe me? Watch them. And I can assure you, whatever the fuck they are doing, I did it before. Comedics. That's why, and that's what I love. There's a gentleman by the name of Bobby Hammond. You know, who was telling you, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Making that connection, telling you we are those gods. We've been knowing that in voodoo. And that's what the Egyptians knew too. Why do you think these niggas have all those statues, man? All them shit around them. That's why I tell niggas to get those shit. Because you got to bring it into light. If it's not, you know what I'm saying, anything you don't pay attention to, you don't have any control over. When they tell you, you gotta have, like, it took me a minute, especially, and I am a fucking accountant, part-time accountant. You know what I'm saying, too. Like, have a plan. Write that shit down. It makes a difference. It's like, it's just mystery. No, there's no mystery. You're conscious of what, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you write down your expenses, you know what that does to you? It makes you aware of what's taking place. Now you become aware of your expenses. And if you are aware of it, you can only control anything that you're aware of. If you're not aware of it, that's why mind control, you don't know that you're being controlled. When a bitch is playing you or a nigga's playing you, not to be sexist, but just saying, you don't know what the fuck's taking place. Nigga tell you go right, and you might even fight with the nigga. Just wanted me to go right, man. And then the motherfuckers telling you, yo, man, she's playing you. And like, no, nigga. Well, there you go. There you go. Again, you cannot cast your pearls before swine. Oh, we care. We love people. We understand it. But we understand what I have is valuable, baby. You'll not get it. There's no hard feeling with my son, teaching my son about calculus. Nigga's 4 years old. Am I hating on my son? On my fucking son, man? Like, that shit don't even make sense. Nah, this nigga's not ready for it. He's not even in that space to get it. Now, when you start understanding that, that's why you become, when a nigga said, namaste to you, nigga said from the God in, I acknowledge the God in you. Not that you gotta be conscious, nigga. The dumb motherfucker that you are, I see beyond that. Like, in other words, this nigga, like, they got this nigga trying to fool me. You trying to tell me you're not God, huh? Okay. I know what I know. But I also understand you got to wake up to it. So it's not a matter of me convincing you. That's why, true spiritual master is not there to convince you about anything. We understand that. Well, when you're ready for it, you just do it. Simple as that, bro. Even in the Kabbalion tells you that. The Kabbalion tells you when the student is ready, the teacher will fucking appear. That is the true love manifestation, or meaning, I should say, of the love manifestation. And that's also depicting the love correspondence. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If there's no teacher on the outside, because the Kabbalion is giving you the tools how to navigate this life, how for you to be aware of what's taking place outside of you. Let's just say, hypothetically, all the niggas you fucking are dumb niggas. Now, the law of correspondence comes in to let you know, hey, I know you're saying it's them niggas, I understand, but, as it is within, so it is without. You wouldn't have those dumb niggas if you were smart. That's how it's helping you. So now you go like, oh shit, but I have those dumb niggas. I didn't think I was dumb. But that means I am dumb. How do I get smart? That's how the law of correspondence should be used. Now, if you don't know what's taking place inwardly, then you look at the outside, because the outside is a reflection of that. That's why I was telling you too, like sometimes some people who are fat, it's not because they eat a lot or they don't know how to lose the weight. The complexity in us is more than that. There's a lot of these people, they have low self-esteem, they have checked out. I'm not saying that's the case for everybody. You have your motherfuckers who eat a lot too. I mean, that's a different ball game. And even that is questionable too. Because just like, I'll give you a nigga, spending money in America is therapeutic. Like niggas is therapeutic because the culture has shaped you that way. That's why you hear a lot of people, and I shit, nigga, I had to catch myself too, because Marshall used to be my thing, not in a sense of, how can I say this? Well, shit, there's no other way without me saying that, because okay, I fuck with a lot of Kindles, right? But Marshalls, have those different scents. But what I'm trying to say is, I still fuck with Kindles today, but I don't fuck with Marshalls the same way. There's a difference. That difference is pretty much, how can I say this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can heal yourself in different ways too. And that's where you gotta be wary as well of positive, always positive or compliments all the time, because you got to understand, like, it took me a minute, well, you don't have to understand, but it took me a minute to fully grasp what the Buddha story was about, because every mythology is a representation of your current reality. I'm giving you the cheap codes before I even describe it for you, so you understand. In our culture, because there's a direct relationship between, the story of creation and the foundation of your culture. In Africa or in Haiti, or wherever the fuck you are, like, your understanding or the creation of the world and your culture is gonna be synonymous, very close. Trust me. Now we're living in the culture. I'll give you a perfect example. Like Chris Rock even did a stand up. Like, everybody went crazy after Janet Jackson TDs came out. That shit was everywhere. It's like the immigrant and Bobby Hemmett later on talk on that shit too. But the part that he was talking about is that when he said, he talked about the spirituality shit, the spirit shit, and all that shit, people ate all that shit. Then when he was talking about sex, niggas was like, no. Well, guess what? When you look at the foundation of your story of what creation is, after Adam and Eve became conscious, they were ashamed of their sexes. That's when they got to know better, and then exactly what they did. They went and hid who their sex is. Then they realized they were nude. And then, oh my God, I got a dick. And then she said, oh my God, I got a pussy. Fuck, pussy, fuck. That's why in your society, profanity, you wouldn't say dick, nigga. Dick is just harsh reality. Oh my God. How do you say dick? A pussy is just too much. But that's the foundation, that shameful part of you. Meanwhile, this culture has the most rape ever. Fuck rape. Okay, you know what? I was being dramatic. Okay, scratch that. I was, you know what I'm saying? But violence movie, like, niggas love Scarface, dog. Killing and all that shit. Why would not? I mean, shit. If Scarface is your foundation, nigga. First of all, there's a reason why it is your foundation. Like every nigga loves Scarface. First of all, black Americans over here, we always look at ourselves like, you know what I'm saying, we're not part of this country. You were a slave, you brought in here, so although you don't look at yourself as a fucking immigrant, but you don't belong here. You're an immigrant, nigga, but fine. You know what I'm saying? That might be too much for you to, you know what I'm saying? But that's the shit that I realized too. That shit is so subtle. Because I understand the subconscious mind. That's why when I talk to niggas, you gotta understand your culture. To begin with. But the reason why you gotta understand your culture is because you're going to embrace every other culture. And that's how you grow your inner. That's why, you know what I'm saying, a true spiritualist, you know what I'm saying, shit, nigga. Buddha, Jesus. Who else? Shit, the Sufis. Yo, even the Jesus story, man. Because I did, you know, when I was coming up. I said, in my early ages, you know what I'm saying? And that's when, sometimes when I reflect on that and seeing the amount of growth, man, it's just, damn, nigga. I have more reason for me to love this nigga. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. More to come. Check out the Patreon, become a member. I see. Ali.